I rewatched Raya and the Last Dragon recently, and I realized I saw it completely differently this time. And yes, I know it's a Disney movie, but sometimes stories carry something deeper that we don't notice the first time. And lately, I've been thinking a lot about the concept of wholeness. What actually makes something whole? Because when I look at nature, wholeness doesn't seem to mean everything becoming the same. A body is made up of different cells. Each one has its own role. Heart cells, nerve cells, skin cells, blood cells. But somehow they participate in one living system. They become part of something greater without losing what they are. And that question was already on my mind when I rewatched the movie. In the movie, the dragon gem is powerful. It protects life. It holds back the Droon. It restores people who were turned to stone. But here's the part that stood out to me. Even when the dragon gem was whole, Kumandra still wasn't restored. The gem had power, but the people were still divided. The tribes didn't trust one another. They wanted the gem's power for themselves. And Chief Benja understood this. His dream wasn't only to protect the dragon gem. His dream was also for the tribes to come together. He wanted Kumandra to be restored, not just as land, but as a relationship. That changed the whole story for me, because the dragon gem could protect people from the Droon, but it could not make people trust each other. It could create space, it could stabilize, it could hold back destruction, but it could not restore relationship for people who were unwilling to trust. And I think we do this too. We sometimes confuse protection with wholeness. We build walls, we adapt, we create strategies to survive. And sometimes those things are necessary. Sometimes they are wise. Sometimes they are the only thing that gets us through. But surviving and being whole are not always the same thing. In the movie, after the dragon gem shatters, each tribe takes a piece. Each piece still has power. Each piece still protects in some way, but the world remains fractured. And that made me think, maybe the pieces were never the only issue. Maybe the relationship between the pieces was what needed to be restored. Raya spent the movie gathering almost every piece of the gem, but she never gathered them all. Namari still has the final piece. So Raya reaches a point where effort can take her no further. She can't complete the gem by fighting harder. She can't solve it through control. She can't restore Kumandra by herself. The final step requires something much harder. Trust. Raya places her piece down. She lets go. Then one by one, the others do the same. They gave their pieces to Namari, the very person they were afraid to trust. And Namari is the one who puts the dragon gem back together. That's the part that stayed with me. The gem matters. The pieces matter. The journey matters. But the turning point isn't just that the fragments are in one place again. The turning point is that everyone chooses trust over fear. And maybe that's what wholeness asks of us too. Maybe wholeness isn't always about finding another missing piece. Maybe sometimes the pieces are always present. Maybe what has been lost is a relationship between them, within ourselves, between the mind and the body, between what we feel and what we allow ourselves to express, between the part of us that learned to protect and the part of us that still wants to trust, within our own families, within the world, within our own communities. Maybe awareness helps us recognize the pieces. Maybe acknowledgement helps us hold them honestly. But maybe trust is what allows them to come back into relationship. And maybe that's the forgotten art of wholeness. Not becoming the same, not pretending nothing was broken, but allowing what has always been fragmented to find relationship again, so the pieces can communicate, integrate, and become part of the one coherent whole.